Welcome back to K24 this morning. Is your marriage built to last? One of the things that happen in that particular situation is if intimacy is not involved, then uko na shida kubwa tena sana. That is what we're discussing this Thursday. And I am joined by Reverend William Odero of ICC Kitengela. He's the senior pastor there. And I'm also joined by a psychologist and a life coach and educator herself. She goes by the name of Jennifer Karina. She's an author and she has authored that book, Is Your Marriage Built to Last? However, the question we are asking on K24 this morning is, what affects intimacy in marriage? In your opinion, what affects intimacy in marriage? If you're a married couple, would like to hear from you, especially if you have maintained it, like Reverend here, for the last 21 years, na anasema bado gears zinaendelea kuongezeka. So, Reverend, let me come back to you because tulikuwa take a break na wewe.
Yes.
21 years of marriage. Jennifer said that, you know, there's fatigue. So have you experienced fatigue? And I know your wife is watching and I said, watch Aki. Aongee mbaya tuone majitalala leo. Yeah. Yes. So have you experienced fatigue and how do you maintain the momentum, Pasi?
I think intention. You have to be intentional.
Okay.
And if you are intentional, anything that you are intentional about, you will give it time. And the same is with marriage. You have to give your marriage time.
Yes.
You have to create time to listen. You have to create time to see where you are at. You have to create time to see what is it that is working for us.
Okay.
You have to create time, to go and rest with your spouse, holidays, do two things together.
Yeah.
Be in her space.
Yeah.
She's also in my space, just to help me be a better person, so that we navigate friendship.
I have a Virginia on the line. Virginia, good morning. Virginia from Kirinyaga, habari asubuhi.
Mzuri sana.
Kuna baridi huko Kirinyaga?
Wewe zaidi.
Oi, poleni sana. What is your
Lakini
comment?
topic ya leo inafanya kuwe na joto.
Haina shida, usijali, kuna madawa ya kutosha. What is your question or comment?
Nilikuwa nauliza Karina.
Uliza.
I'm married for 7 years.
Okay.
Lakini sometimes mtu anasikia amechoka kazi za kuchunga watoto, ng'ombe, nini, na still jioni mzee anataka you fulfill your duties.
Yeah.
Naomba nisaidie as a wife. What should you do when you feel utaki na hautaki lakini we hope to be there for the husband? What should we do?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Virginia.
Yes.
Pasi, I think that's a pressing issue.
Yes.
Nimesikia hapo kuna mtoto nyuma. So she says she has to kamua the ng'ombe, take them for feeding, feed the baby, do the housework, and yet mzee comes in the evening and still demands for his rights as a man. Sasa, what should she do?
And she is tired. One of the things when it comes to physical intimacy,
Right.
it is it's very mental.
Yes.
And so it's not just about the chores.
Yeah.
It's also more so that she finds it as yet another chore, meaning there is no excitement around this. There is no wooing around that. There is no romance around it. There is no affirmation.
Because me, I just come away. It's my time.
It's now umemaliza ng'ombe sasa kuja hapa.
Yes.
Now, basically, every man watching, this is what I would want to say to you.
Yeah.
A woman needs affirmation, appreciation, affection.
Yeah.
You need to show her that you care.
Yes.
You need to understand what her language of love is.
Yes.
If it's gifts, occasionally buy her something. If it is affirmation,
Right.
continually let her know that you love her. And when you want the sex in the evening, can you begin in the morning?
Yeah.
And a normal woman requires 7 touches a day.
Aye. 37 what?
7 touches a day.
hapo
Meaning,
yako.
it's not about touching in the evening. You begin in the morning when you wake up.
All right.
You touch and say, my dear, how are you doing today?
Yes.
You touch by sending an SMS. I'm thinking about you. Are you well? You touch by making a phone call.
Yeah.
But you cannot be absent the whole day. And when it comes to the evening, you are saying kaa vizuri. It doesn't work.
I understand we actually have a lot of calls on hold, and I want Pasi to say something before we start receiving them. In terms of, because you were saying something earlier on that there's, that period that you need to what is it called, the fatigue part of it,
Yes.
and you need to keep on revamping, things all the time and have a purpose and all that.
Yes.
But Pasi, don't you think for guys who are watching, like even her, she's been married for 7 years.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Virginia, 7 years. Ai, unachunga ng'ombe kila siku, si utachoka?
Yeah.
Hata utachoka.
Yeah, just to add to what Jennifer has said, if you are friends, you'll always be able to walk with your spouse.
Okay.
You get to know where they are at. And that's what Jennifer is saying. Even for men, they need to understand the language of love for women. And you also need to understand your wife.
Yes.
Not just generalize them.
Okay.
Because maybe what is it that causes her to tick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Relieving her from some of the chores and responsibilities.
There is no way nitatoka K24 nikachunge ng'ombe.
Yeah.
Hiyo na ngoja. Hiyo utangoja. Yeah. And if while we were on break, you said that also the lifestyle of a man and a woman can also affect intimacy. Hygiene, for example.
Yes.
There's no way you will make love to me smelling like,
Yes.
sweat the entire day.
Yes.
Or, my mouth is stinking. How do we even make out and so on and so
Yeah.
forth? You also mentioned something that people don't even understand that affects marriage, obesity.
Yes. Obesity is a big one.
Yeah.
Because obesity gets you to become dull
Yeah.
and not active, and so you are not productive.
Right.
But even worse, obesity brings around lifestyle diseases,
Diabetes and
diabetes, and diabetes. It's sensitive because it really affects your performance. True. 3, high blood pressure. And so when you get into lifestyle diseases as a result of your lifestyle, it affects your energy levels. And beyond affecting your energy levels, it affects everything around you. And so that's a big one to watch because lifestyle affects you.
And everything
Another
about
thing,
me.
by
Yeah.
the way, even as we talk about lifestyle,
Yeah.
the truth of the matter is our bodies age.
Okay.
And actually, as your body is aging,
Yeah. My performance also ages.
your performance can also decline.
Okay.
Now, this is what happens.
Before you tell me what happens,
Okay.
we have Ndegwa on the line. Ndegwa,
All
good
right.
morning. Ndegwa,
Halo.
habari yako radha kakangu kutoka Mlolongo.
Nashukuru Amini Mlolongo.
Ehe.
Na nashukuru kwa sababu ya topic ya leo,
Okay.
intimacy in marriage.
All right. What is your question or comment?
Ni comment tu nataka kidogo. I've been married for over 30 years.
Over 30.
Na sasa kile kitu naweza sema, marriage is a growing tree.
Okay.
Na watu wengi wanasumbuka kwa sababu ya next step hawajui wafanye nini. Na nimekuwa na marriages ambazo nimekuwa zikibreak na I do counseling. I'm a church member.
Yes.
Na ninajua huyo pastor wetu wa Kitengela. Lakini anyway, breaks za marriage zile zimekuwa katika hali ya shida ni kutojua next step.
Okay. All right.
Watu wengi katika marriage wanafaa kuwa ready to grow and ready to build their family.
Okay. Thank you.
Marriage.
Thank you very much, Ndegwa.
Asante sana.
We have also Susan. Susan, good morning.
Morning.
How are you doing, my dear?
I'm fine.
What is your question or comment?
I want to comment on the topic about relationship.
Please do.
I was saying some men can even say when you are very busy at home, maybe with the kids, he's also busy going outside the country all the time.
Yeah.
So he'll not have time for me as a wife. So when he comes back to the country, he also wants to do things.
Yes.
So mine ended badly because like 3 months ago, he has been keeping a woman somewhere and his mother supported him. But we are still praying about it because my father-in-law told me we should just pray. Maybe it's just something that he's used to, going outside the country, coming back, and he had been keeping a woman in the country. But now what affects even the church, my church member or the elder in the church, is how come my mother-in-law is supporting his son.
Okay.
And we have 3 kids.
Yes.
I stopped working. just to make him comfortable. I'm the one who has been making him look nice in front of those women. And I'm also a career woman. So I've not been working for like 7 years.
Okay.
We have 3 kids. I thought he wanted a boy. We got a boy.
Yes, Susan.
And now he has a wife. And when I complained about him sleeping out, because I don't like men who sleep out, we don't drink, all of us.
Okay.
Then I told my mother-in-law. Then my mother-in-law tells me, come all of you, I will solve the case. Kumbe, my mother-in-law has been knowing that his son has an affair. I know I've been passing through the operation like that, so I'll stay like a year to heal. But, you know, if it happened for him to take another woman when I don't have a son, the way in our tribe they value a son, I could have said it's okay. But, you know, now, my children, even in school, they are suffering, as in they want their dad. I told my mother-in-law, as long as their father is not in my house, just keep off kabisa. So I want Karina to help me, and Pastor, tell me, I've developed blood pressure out of all this. It's now 4 months.
Okay.
I sent him SMSs telling him,
Susan,
we have a family, go to that woman, you are now 40, let's see how many kids you'll have, as Susan. In from 40.
Thank you very much, Susan.
Ask Karina to tell me.
Thank you. Susan, she's in pain, and we will take her question in a minute. We have Duke from Tanzania. Duke, good morning.
Good morning.
Habari yako kaka?
Salama tu, habari za huko?
Sikusikia, ongeza sauti kidogo.
Yeah, nasema I'm watching this show.
Oh, thank you very much.
And actually, nimefurahishwa na jinsi ambavyo the country is saying, lakini I've been married for the last 10 years.
Yes, Duke.
Lakini kitu ambacho naweza kumwambia ni kwamba marriage is about patience.
Yes.
Because kadri mnapoana, mambo yanazidi kubadilika every day. So there are things that you, when you are married, you expect, you don't get them.
Yes.
And some women expect to get men who are 100% perfect. Instead of taking in their weaknesses,
yes,
wanaamua kutumia that weakness to undermine the marriage. So marriage is about patience and changing every day, adapting every day.
Yes.
Usitaki kuwa tu mambo mazuri peke yako. Because all women are vizuri na wanaume, lakini they don't want to give that back. Okay. Kila mtu hapo tayari kukutreat in the right way. Thank you for
Tanzania is definitely tuned in. First of all, before we address Duke's situation, can we address Susan? And she was talking to you actually, and she sounds like she's in so much pain, yeah, because she says now she has discovered the husband has another family somewhere, probably out the country, and it has affected not only their intimacy but their entire marriage. And the fact that the mother-in-law is involved even makes it worse.
Supporting.
Yeah.
I think basically what I would say is that marriage is beautiful. It has the capacity to give you a fantastic life. It has also the capacity to destroy you and kill your soul. From what she has shared, I think it would not do justice to support her online.
Yes.
I can say that she can reach out to me, and I will give her a complimentary session so that she can deal with. But anybody else who's going through these challenges, this is what I would say to you, that you've got to design your life. Marriage is not what defines you. You've got to know who you are, what you want, and where you want to go. Marriage is supposed to complement you. And you see, when we make a mistake that marriage is the beginning and the end, then we lose ourselves in it.
Yeah.
She quit her job to take care of her husband.
And 3 kids.
And 3 children.
Yes.
She denied herself of the privilege of earning and also living her purpose. When you do that, when you deny yourself the privilege of working and living your purpose, it's all good to take care of husband and children. But if you do that, and it sometimes takes away who you are, the core of your humanity. So I'll tell you this. I've been married 41 years. 41 years.
My God.
Bob, Karina, wherever you are, I love you.
Your marriage is older than I am.
Older than you are. And I want to tell you this.
Yes.
no marriage becomes intimate overnight after the wedding.
Okay.
It is a step by step that you grow. And as I say, there's a lot more than just the physical. And so what brings the intimacy levels together is really that trust, that I can trust you, that I can be vulnerable with you.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what I do or say, I am not in a judgmental relationship.
All right.
I mess up, but somebody will understand
Actually,
and forgive me because they care for me more than just for now. We are in a long haul relationship.
If I heard you right, you did offer her a complimentary session?
Yes, I did.
So, Susan, we have taken down your details and we shall be connecting you to Jennifer Karina for that counseling. And Percy, probably if you're also going to offer her a complimentary session as a reverend and also as a counselor, she did mention that she's praying for her husband. She did mention that she's hoping that things will become better. She's actually sticking in this marriage despite what she knows. From a reverend's point of view, what would you tell her?
Okay. I'm glad that Jennifer has agreed to give her some sessions.
Yes.
Which is good because a situation like that needs more follow-up. And within the profession, we have what we call therapy, and you go through a number of programs. But I like what Jennifer is saying. It's always good for people to have self-care.
True.
As a person, you know, you are two whole individuals coming together to get married. When you come, you don't lose your identity because of the marriage. Because then when that happens, the effect is too much and the pain is a lot. But it is also important for her to have a crucial conversation with the husband. Because the husband is the main person here.
Yeah.
I know she talked about the mother-in-law and
the father-in-law as well.
Yeah, those are family entanglement. And we encourage people, you know, when you get married, you live and cleave to this particular union.
Okay.
So for now, I think the best would be when she gets personal attention, then you can go to the root cause of a problem, and then she can be helped to navigate throughout the problem.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Susan, I hope those kind words actually do reach you. Again, these two people will be sharing their details in case you want to reach them as soon as possible. And anyone else who's probably in Susan's position or any other situation. Yes. There's a gentleman, the Duke of Tanzania, if I may call him that. He said that he's been married for 10 years. And he mentioned some very beautiful things about marriage. And, you know, it being a process. And you mentioned 41 years. You mentioned 21 years. People are breaking up after 10 days of marriage. Yeah. Is it that we marry the wrong people? Is it that we, you know, probably did not have the right foundation? Is it that we, like you said, authenticity, we are not authentic? Is it because tuko na vitambi, intimacy is you know, realized after the marriage, like, hey, me siezi. Like, what is going on with the current generation? Because clearly you're not from my generation.
Absolutely. Let me say that every generation comes with its challenges, and one of the things is that it's a fact that the millennials are people who don't have much resilience, they don't have much patience, they don't have long endurance.
Yes.
One of the things is, even in the job market, they don't stick in a job long enough. These millennials, they don't want long-term jobs.
Yes.
They want short-term contracts. When you talk about permanent and pensionable, they are not interested.
Mimi mpaka retirement.
Mpaka lini? No. They are not interested in permanent and pensionable.
Okay.
On the flip side of it, when it comes to families, I think one of the things they lack the most are role models.
Okay.
And one of the things that I have empowered and desire to make a difference is in the area of mentoring. So we do a lot of mentoring young people so that they can understand what is it that you get into. So why are we having separations, divorce immediately after? Simply because somebody is not feeling the other one. I don't feel her anymore. I don't feel him
because
anymore.
Let's be honest, there are days you wake up and you don't feel your partner.
Exactly.
And you're
You will
thinking,
not.
sasa hiki kimtu.
You will not feel them. I
Yeah.
promise you that. They
Yeah.
now need to know that at the premarital, that you will wake up. In fact, the 3rd chapter of my book, it says, this is not the person I married. Why?
This book, Marriage to Built to Last.
Yes.
Okay.
Why? Because you will wake up and wonder, what did I think getting married to this person? Because they are not fulfilling my needs the way I had anticipated.
Okay.
What will keep you in that marriage is a decision. I chose this person. I will stay with this person, whether they are in their good shape or they are not in their good shape. I'm committed to this, and this is what people need to know.
Okay.
Marriage is about legacy. It's no longer about you.
And not Subaru legacy.
No, it is about your children
Yes.
and your children's children.
Okay.
At the end of the day is, if you quit now, what's going to happen? What's going to happen to those children? They grow up without the normal
Father figure or family setting.
Family setting.
Right.
Not to say that you should stay in an abusive relationship.
Or a toxic one.
Yes, I believe that marriage is the best thing that you can do, because I have experienced it.
Okay.
And I think I have derived the greatest joy in being in this relationship. It gives you stability. It gives you, the 2 is better than 1.
Right.
You keep in Limuru now, if you don't have a partner, you are suffering
Hey,
from the cold.
iyo baridi, my friend.
You need somebody to
Yes.
keep you warm.
Right.
You also need somebody to put your finances together. And so there are many benefits.
Okay.
But we only look at what is not working. And that which is not working, find a mentor, find a pastor, find somebody, find a counselor, somebody who can help you be able to work around what the problems are.
Okay.
And when you do that, then you will be happy. One of the things that I want the audience to know is that never lose yourself in a relationship called marriage. Learn to design your life. Find yourself, because that person was attracted to you because you were you. But some say that I left my identity at the altar when I got married. The minute you lose your identity, then you cease being attractive. You got to be yourself all along. This is something you've got to work out.
I feel like Reverend should say something about this. Losing your identity at the altar. Aren't you the guys who tell us, umeacha nyumba ya mama yako, umetoka kwa nyumba ya baba yako, umeenda kwa mzee. Sasa wewe, you're no longer Miss so and so, you are now Mrs. Mungala.
No. Actually, what we do, marriage is for 2 consenting adults.
Yes.
And even for us as ministers, we always ask them, have you come here out of your own free will?
Yes.
And they say yes. If they say no, we will not officiate that wedding.
Yes.
So, but having said that, since you are 2 consenting adults, and what we've said here that marriage is all round. We talked about intimate, emotionally, intellectually. You want somebody you can be talking with, you can connect emotionally, you can put your finances together. So the value adds of marriage are enormous.
Right.
If a couple chooses to look at the best side of things.
Yes.
But having said that, is also important to realize that each one of us is unique.
Yes.
God made each one of us very unique. And you need not to lose that uniqueness at the altar of marriage.
Yes.
We need to bring all that we have, we put it together, and because of that, it will even multiply.
Yes.
Yeah, 2 are better than 1.
Okay. All right. So we have one tweet from, where is that person? They have disappeared. But anyway, oh yes, here I have it. Mr. L.G. said, R. Kelly sang, when a woman loves, she loves for real. Yeah? And I believe that's true. Do you agree that women are the ones who hold a family together? Yeah.
Well, women are naturals. And a nurturer is the one that tends to something. And so I know that when a woman desires to keep a relationship, she will work out everything possible to have that relationship.
Okay.
Because of the nature. They are naturals. You
you have to be specific what kind of touches. I think he's the 7 touches.
We'll tell them next week.
We shall have that conversation, an entire Thursday dedicated to that one. Then we have Lepi Gakenge. You're saying that the topic is dope, real issues we should all know. Gotea the panel. Okay, sawa. A lot of tweets here, but thank you very much, Reverend William. Thank you very much, Jennifer, as well. How do we reach you? Because I'm sure there are guys who are thinking, you know what, I need to learn about the 7 touches and I cannot wait for that Thursday. How can they reach you?
You can reach me on email at coaching at jennykarina.co.ke, or you can call 0707 633 433.
All right.
That's how you can reach me. You can also reach me by buying a book. They're available in the bookstores, and you can read it. I've written a lot about intimacy and the marriage bed. So get yourself a copy.
Okay. Rev as well, apart from ICC, tukupate wapi?
Okay. My number is 0723.
Okay.
733 002.
All right.
Or william.odero at gmail.
Okay.
Yes.
william.odero@gmail. And on that G part, we come to an end. I don't know. Have you learned anything about intimacy in marriage, bro?
Well, if it's something that every single time when I listen to it, the key takeout, like for this one round, is especially when it comes to marriage and family, it's about legacy. Yes, hatuskizani, but now it has ceased to be about us. There's something much bigger.
Let's
you need to focus on that, as in what you're leaving for your children, not only materially, but spiritually, in terms of what you're teaching them. It's not about you and me, bruh.
Yeah.
Here,
focus. And that is what Mrs. Mote right now is watching, and she's taking notes.
She had better.
Yeah.
It's bigger. It's bigger.
Legacy. All right. So in case you want to reach Pasi and Jennifer, you can still watch us, catch this particular episode on YouTube, and we shall connect you with them so that you can get that very, very, very important information. Sawa?
Absolutely.
Kwa sasa tunasema kwa heri mazejo. I don't know. This chick was writing notes, nimeona manzo ukiandika kuna moja umesako livi kwanza.
Yes.
Namba ya Pasi ukisako livi. All right. Sawa. Until tomorrow, Hangout Friday. Hasta la vista.
Bye-bye.